There is no excuse for mistreating women. However, when you recognize the warning indications that a woman might not be of high value, it's crucial to take action to safeguard yourself. A low-value woman can cause you significant harm if you don't take appropriate precautions. The repercussions can be devastating, especially if you have feelings for her. That's why it's important to be cautious and know how to spot these warning signs. So watch out for these 6 signs of a low-value woman and protect yourself from getting hurt. Welcome to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. No one. She talks badly about other women. A woman who constantly talks negatively about other women, particularly behind their backs, is likely to do the same thing to you. This type of behavior indicates a lack of respect and consideration for others, which means she probably doesn't think highly of herself either. Imagine being betrayed by someone you trusted. It happens more frequently than you might think. And one of the clearest indicators of this behavior in a woman is if she frequently talks down about other women. When a woman speaks poorly of others in her circle, it's generally because she feels threatened or envious of them. She may harbor resentment toward those she perceives as more attractive, successful, or socially favored. Women like this are often driven by jealousy and will say anything to diminish your self-esteem. If a woman behaves this way, it's best to stay away from her. She's not worth your time and attention and could potentially harm your mental health. Her actions reflect her own insecurities, and it would be unwise to associate with such negativity. Instead, surround yourself with positive influences and focus on building meaningful relationships with people who uplift and support you. Number 2, she uses you to get things done. Have you ever met someone who only seems to want to be around when they need something from you? Maybe they ask for favors or try to control you. When this happens, it's important to be aware of the red flags and protect yourself from getting hurt. Low-value women often use people to get what they want, whether it's material possessions, emotional support, or simply attention. They lack genuine care or concern for others and will exploit anyone who gets in their way. These types of women can be manipulative and deceptive, making it difficult to recognize their true intentions. They may feign kindness or affection to gain your trust, but their ultimate goal is to satisfy their own selfish desires. To avoid falling prey to these tactics, it's important to stay vigilant and not let your guard down. Pay attention to any warning signs that indicate the person to be using you for their own benefit, and do not hesitate to distance yourself from them if necessary. Remember, protecting your own well-being and mental health should always be a top priority. By staying aware and assertive, you can better navigate social situations and ensure that your needs and boundaries are respected. No. 3. She has many male friends. While there's nothing inherently wrong with having male friends, it can be a red flag if a woman has an excessive number of them, especially if they're constantly around. In fact, it's been found that men are more attracted to women who have a moderate number of male friends. Having too many male friends can make you appear desperate and needy, which isn't an attractive trait. Additionally, it's possible that some of these male friends are actually romantic interests, which can create jealousy and tension in the relationship. If you notice that your partner spends an excessive amount of time with male friends, it's important to have an honest conversation with them about your concerns. It's also essential to evaluate your own behavior and ensure that you're not coming across as needy or clingy. By taking these steps, you can work toward finding a healthy balance in your relationship and maintain a strong connection with your partner. 4. She gets angry over little things. Women who get angry over minor issues can be exhausting and emotionally draining to be around. They often lack the ability to control their emotions and may lash out for no apparent reason. You never know what will set them off next. Living with a woman like this can feel like walking on eggshells, always worrying about what will trigger their anger. It's important to recognize these warning signs and take steps to protect yourself from emotional burnout. One way to deal with this situation is to try and understand the root of their anger. Perhaps they're dealing with stress or other personal issues that are causing them to lash out. If so, it's important to be supportive and understanding. However, if they continue to be unreasonably angry, it may be best to distance yourself from this toxic behavior. Remember, you deserve to be in a peaceful and supportive environment without the constant threat of emotional turmoil. No. 5. She is overly attached. Being overly attached in a relationship can be a sign of low value. When someone is too needy and clingy, it becomes burdensome for the other person and can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration. People who are overly attached often have an intense fear of abandonment or rejection and may constantly seek reassurance from their partners. They may become jealous and possessive and try to control their partner's every move. This can be emotionally draining for the other person and can quickly turn a once enjoyable relationship into a stressful and exhausting experience. In relationships, it's important to establish healthy boundaries and maintain a sense of independence while still being supportive and loving toward your partner. If you find yourself in a relationship with someone who is overly attached, it's important to communicate your needs and boundaries clearly and honestly. If your partner is unwilling to respect your boundaries or make any changes to their behavior, it may be time to consider moving on from the relationship. Remember, you deserve to be in a partnership where both parties are able to give and receive love and support without fear of rejection or abandonment. And no. 6. She won't stop talking even when you don't want to talk. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to enjoy some alone time or focus on your work when you have a woman who just whoa and stop talking. Some women can be incredibly chatty and constantly need to fill the silence. This can be extremely annoying and make it difficult to get anything done. Imagine sitting down after a long day to relax and recharge only to be bombarded with endless chatter. It can make it nearly impossible to unwind and let go of the day's stress. These types of women may not realize that their constant talking is wearing you down. They may think they're being friendly or helpful, but it can quickly become exhausting for the other person involved. It's important to establish boundaries in these situations and let the woman know that you need some quiet time. This can be difficult, especially if the person is a close friend or family member. But it's important to stand up for yourself and make sure your needs are being met. Otherwise, you'll end up feeling resentful and burnt out. Setting boundaries is key to maintaining healthy relationships and ensuring that everyone's needs are being met. Remember, it's okay to take some time for yourself and enjoy some peace and quiet. You deserve it. In conclusion, it's important to be cautious when dealing with women who exhibit signs of low value. Whether it's talking badly about others, using you for personal gain, having an excessive number of male friends, being overly attached, or constantly talking excessively, these behaviors can be detrimental to your well-being and mental health. It's crucial to recognize these red flags and take steps to protect yourself. By doing so, you will be able to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships with women who genuinely value and respect you. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness and consideration, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these signs have you seen in a woman? Share your experiences in the comments below. Also, don't forget to show some love and hit like for the algorithm. And as always, thanks for watching.